Alright, hey guys, so y'all remember the other Tim and Moby thing I did where they fucked and then they ran away to Mexico? Yeah, there's another one. So, yeah, the author wrote a part 2 to it. So, let's get into it because it's my job to do this basically. I need to get a real job. Chapter 2 Mpreg. Mexico. A fresh start. I fled to Mexico with Moby a little over a month ago. That was the last time I saw him. ICE caught him at the border and detained him. He asked me to go on without him, and I did. I regret my decision. I miss my lover. But I've started a life for both of us down here. I work on a farm with funny-smelling plants. I have a small apartment and a queen-size bed in case Moby ever finds me. My day started like any other. I made myself a breakfast of coffee and gas station sushi and headed on down to the fields. I started my manual labor when all of a sudden... There goes my balanced breakfast. I collapsed to my knees.
Hoy pandeio estes bien?
One of the workers asked. For the 70th time, no comprende, I shouted back. The workers helped me up and off the farm. I walked back to my house and collapsed. By afternoon I felt better, but I was still tired. I slept it off and returned to work the next day, this time skipping out on the sushi breakfast. Some of my fellow workers tried telling me something, but I still don't know any Spanish, so I tried to laugh it off. Tried. The second I started laughing, I felt a wet spot grow at my crotch. Not a lot, but a noticeable amount. The workers started to back away. I started to feel dizzy, then nauseous, then I puked again.
Vidan casu estupido gringo.
I got the message that time. I started to walk home, but past the gas station market, I suddenly had an urge to eat some of those dollar hot dogs. Weird. I always hated those. Naturally, I went in and bought 7 and ate all of them in under a minute. I continued on my way home when it hit me. Oh God. Sudden food cravings? Nausea? Morning sickness? I remembered a show me and Moby did a while back about pregnancy, and those were all the early symptoms. I came back to my senses. I'm a male. I definitely just have the plague or something. For the next month or two, all I could do was sit in bed. I threw up every morning, had blistering headaches and constant cravings. I wanted to see a doctor, but I almost made nothing at my job, and we sure as hell didn't have the benefits like medical insurance, so I just accepted my death. One day I got out of bed and realized I was getting fat. How? Everything I ate I threw up later. Odd. Anyways, I finally felt good enough to go back to work, so I did. I started on my way to the farm, not before grabbing 2 hot dogs from the gas station. When I arrived, all the workers stared at me. I was gone for a while, so I guess that's natural. I went back to work, feeling refreshed from getting over my weird sickness. At the end of the day, my boss pulled me into his office.
So, why were you out for 2 months?
He asked.
Oh, I developed a really weird sickness. I think it was a stomach flu or something.
My boss handed me a wad of cash. Here's your pay for 2 months ago. Please see a doctor. I guess he didn't want me missing any more work. I decided to take his advice and caught a taxi to the doctor's office. The doctor's office was filled with sick people when I got there. I decided to wait outside. The wait was about 2 hours, so I went to take a nap on a bench. I dreamt of seeing Moby again.
Sir,
he said to me.
Sir?
It started to sound less and less like his voice until, Sir, please get up. The doctor's ready to see you. Oh.
Whip your dick out in space. Whip your dick out in space. If you a motherfucking badass, whip your dick out in space.